Hey guys, been a while. We have a new product review here. This is a portable LED display electric soldering iron. Long story short, this is not your old school soldering iron, made by a brand called Maxwel. It's a 65 watt conventional US 110 volt iron, and it is digital, meaning that digital screen on it, you control it, set your temperature, it goes to, and apparently does it rather quickly, from 90 to 480 degrees Celsius. So I can't exactly make a recommendation on your temperature. Check your solder. This one right here, let's see. Does it even say? It does not. So do some research on that one. I'm not going to make specific recommendations. Each different type of solder is going to be a little different, but this can do whatever you need. It has fine temperature stepping. It has a sleep mode. If you don't touch it for so long, it will just go to sleep. Then you shake it and it starts up again. And from what I've seen, it heats up and cools down very fast. They also say it is electronic static discharge safe and LED display. So we'll see how that looks. So, do a little unboxing here. I have this taped up pretty good from Amazon. Reviews on this looked pretty good, so I have high hopes for it. I've been using, it's just thin to admit it, but 25 watt ancient Radio Shack soldering irons for years now. I've never had any issues with it. But when I saw this, I just had to try it. I'm getting into some circuit board soldering and manufacturing. Oh, here we go. Here is the stand. Looks like you've got cleaner, brass cleaner. Nothing to do with the lid, but sticks in the stand like so. Here is the vertical part of the stand. Let's shove that right in there. Okay, let's it feels like aluminum with a plastic bottom, I guess. Oh, what's this? It's adhesive. Interesting. So that'll make it stay in place pretty well, because that part actually sits lower than the rest. So I'll play with that in a minute here. There's the iron. What else do we get here? We get it actually comes disassembled. So there's your heating element inside. Here's your tip. A little bit rounded at the end. It's clean at the moment. Actually, it looks like they might have done a little testing or QC on this at the factory, possibly. We'll see what that does when it warms up. Put that over the end there. Slide this over and thread it on. Threads on nice and clean, nice and tight. Have, it feels like a silicone grip right here. A silicone. That feels nice. Looks like a power switch, your plus, your minus, and your display. Let's see, do we have a PLE? I don't think we have a PLE. Well, sorry guys, I tried. And then your plastic tip here, which I guess if you're transporting is handy, but obviously be careful not to melt it. Let's see, does that fit anywhere? And we'll just sit it in there for now. There's also a piece of paper and a triangular piece of cardboard in there. Let's see what the paper says. Instruction manual 982 Delta portable electronic soldering iron. Safety rules. Unplug the cord before you finish work. That's smart. Machine failure. Grounded 3-wire plug. After soldering irons on, the temperature can exceed 400 Celsius. No boy. No surprise. It says it can do 480. But no longer, well, obviously it's going to be hot. Be careful. Don't leave it switched on. see, feature application of sensor temperature control circuit, microcomputer control. Oh boy. Accurate temperature, rapid heating, fast temperature compensation is a with LED. Yeah, nice words. The spelling's good, but good luck reading that. Application of unique design of high precision LED display showing clear and beautiful. Yes, clear and beautiful. Company reserves the right to improve and upgrade products. Product specifications, design are subject to change without notice. No, that's normal. Series equipped with LED lights. In the case of lacking light, open the lights so that the soldering is more desirable and humane. Oh boy. I'm not seeing LED lights. So I guess that means the LED screen, you're supposed to open the LED screen. Just we'll see what this does when we plug it in. Yeah, that's neat. Let's take a look here. We have the 928D. So this is saying it's dual voltage. The box does not say that. No guarantees there. Power 65, 90 watt, 110. Oh, the box said 65 watts, so I guess we can go higher. I'm not 100% on that now. 90 to 480 Celsius, which is 194 to 896 Fahrenheit. Ooh, just shy of 900 degrees. That's pretty hot. 104 grams. Temperature stability within 2 degrees Celsius plus or minus. That's pretty good. So 4-degree range. Temperature display LED. Working temperature is 0 to 40 Celsius, so freezing to 104 Fahrenheit. Storage temperature further out. Storage humidity 35 to 45%. Oh boy. If you're like me in New Jersey, you're not going to put this in a work van because it is more humid than 45% here all the time. So that's something to think about. This might be a indoor tool, even though the Amazon listing shows it being an outdoor, convenient to take to job site sort of tool. Actually, I'm not going to lie. It's never 45% humidity in my house except the dead of winter. So, well, we'll see how that goes. Flip this over. So we have the tip, steel tube, the nut, threaded head, the jacket, the temp display, decrease key, digital display, temp mode display. Wait, those are the same thing. Mode would be Fahrenheit or Celsius. Temp increase key, power switch. That's what I suspected. Handle shell, obviously, wire tail hand. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. Alright, operational instructions. Connect the power cord, turn on the power switch. Pretty obvious. Setting temperature, you can work when the temperature is stable. First time using, smudge some tin on it. Some tin. Some solder on it. To tin it is what they mean to say there. At the heating process, so to protect the soldering iron tip from oxidation. Yeah, so basically seasoning your tip by tinning it. That's all right. When finishing work, you turn off the power and unplug the cord. It's pretty obvious. Sleep time settings. At the case of unplug the power switch, press the temperature decrease key and do not release. Turn on the power switch. Link with page 5. Okay, so that comes from here. Press the temp increase key and decrease key to set, or to setting the sleep time. Oh boy. Well, this manual is a little painful. Hopefully the tool's better than that. Let's keep going here. Turn on the power switch. At the same time, press the temp increase and decrease key. At the same time, press the temp increase. It's saying the same thing here. At the same time, press the temp increase key and decrease key. At the same time, press the temp increase key and decrease key to make sure. Oh boy. Press the temp increase key and decrease key. Enter the temperature of the thermometer. How do I know the temperature of the thermometer? Neat. At the case of unplug. So when it is unplugged, the power switch. At the case of unplug the power switch, press the temp increase key and do not release. Turn on power. Press increase and decrease to setting the C or F mode. Okay. Oh boy. Care and maintenance. Please pay attention to the following to ensure the soldering iron can operate normally. If it or temperature is not operating normally, please contact your nearest service center. I don't know where a service center for a soldering iron would be. Most service centers have irons. Maybe you are the service center? Yeah. Alright, sorry about that. I have a little battery failure. So, general cleaning. Soldering iron power off. In this case, the soldering iron handle can be cleaned using a cloth and small amount of liquid detergent. Do not allow it to flow into the handle. Do not use solvents to clean the outer shell. Okay then. When replacing the tip, please use the model specified by the manufacturer. I haven't seen that specified anywhere, so good luck figuring that one out. Looks pretty standard to me, but we'll see. So, when using a new tip, please follow the instructions or steps below to extend its life. Set temperature knob to a low setting before switching on the machine. After temperatures reach 200 Celsius, apply solder containing flux to the surface of the tip. So again, you're seasoning it and tinning it. And then wait until the appropriate temperature has been reached before using the machine. Okay. Tip usage and maintenance. Soldering iron temperature set 200 Celsius. Turn off power switch and replace new iron tip and then switch on the machine. That could hurt. Yeah, you definitely want to shut it off with it set at a low temperature, but then you gotta wait a while because it's still gonna be hot for a little while, so be careful there. Then regularly clean the soldering iron tip with a clean sponge. Okay. After soldering, carbon compounds and oxidants produced by flux residue may damage the tip, leading to inaccurate soldering or reducing thermal function of the tip. Okay, that's a known. When the soldering iron is in continuous use, the soldering iron tip should be opened once a week to remove oxidants, preventing damage and tip reduction to the soldering iron tip. So, sounds like it might oxidize inside the tip. It sounds like that's what they're saying. Not 100% sure, but we're going to take this manual and fold it up and throw it away. So, looking at the rest of it here, praying that this is better than the manual, which it does seem to be. Seems to be pretty solidly built. The cord is relatively thick. It's not as thick as some people seem to be complaining about it being, but for something that's grounded, I mean, there's got to be 3 wires in there, so obviously it's going to be somewhat thick. Put this in. Yeah, I can see the issue some people are saying about this not being so useful. I think with the adhesive bottom, I hate to do this right here in the center of the desk, but I'm going to do it for you guys. Yeah, that's not so bad. That's not going to fall down. Actually, oh heck, that's really good adhesive. So I have a soldering iron stuck to my desk now. I will address that later. Yeah, that thing's, that's on there. So I'm going to go ahead and plug it into power. Bear with me as I undo the bread tie on the cord here. Be cool to see them use, you know, reusable Velcro or something, because they're obviously going to be wrapping that up somewhat frequently. But no negative points for not doing that. Alright, plugged in, powered on. Oop, I want to go to 300. Oh, wow, is it already at 300? It appears to be that quickly at 300. Let's grab some solder here just to take a look and see if it is indeed that hot. Oh, I suppose it's possible my solder doesn't actually melt at 300 Celsius. A little bit of steam there, though. Let me try 350. Wow, that goes fast. That's tinning perfectly right there. Do some cleaning in the brass there. I'll be a monkey's uncle. This thing does heat up fast. See how it cools down. Like they say, bring it down to 200 to tin it. Still cools down pretty quickly as well, so it's cool just shutting off the power. So I'm guessing there's a thermocouple in here, or something of that nature that's measuring it. And then it's just very accurately increasing and decreasing. Let's see if that speeds it up any. Not really. I have a suspicion this may not be an exact temperature, but we'll find out shortly. We'll see if it will still melt the solder. Approaching 200. Iron smells a little bit, but I mean it is a brand new iron, so that's not too surprising. Okay, yeah, so it's melting the solder right away. So it could be the internal element is accurate to this temperature, but the outside of the actual iron, the tip, might follow it slightly. But I gotta say, I like it. It has a very nice feel to it. It's a little heavy in the cord. Let me going to experiment here by wrapping the excess of the cord around something on my desk. Clamp on microphone stand. Oh, that's much better now that there's not all the excess cord. I have very good control of it. Let's see. Goes in the base nicely. And I'll go ahead and shut it off here. Turn it back on, and one more time. We'll watch and see how quickly that temperature goes right up. 200. It's acting like it's already there. Now let's do a quick stress test. We will... It says we'll go to 480. Let's do it. Still under warranty. Let's stress test it now. I'm going to back up a little bit and move the flammable cardboard away. We're going to see how quickly it gets to 480. Holy. This thing flies. Yeah, it's definitely hot. Well, there you go. That is the Maxwel digital soldering iron. Oh, come on. Come down. Oh, that's the plus button. Haha. Take it back down to 200 before I shut it off. Because, yeah, I don't want a 900-degree iron even sitting in the cradle. Probably be fine, but that's a lot. We'll see how quickly it cools down. So I'm guessing it is a thermocouple and not just a digital gasometer, let's call it. Because you can see it drops off the very high temp very quickly, but then as it gets more towards 200, it slows down a little bit. Because obviously there is some residual heat in the device that's going to take time to dissipate, but the extreme heat is going to quickly reduce just due to the massive difference from the ambient air temperature. Also, I do have an old Radio Shack base here. Let's see. It goes right through it. So you're not going to be able to use a lot of your universal bases. I have another one here that has some helping hands to it. Let's see if this one... Whoop, that could set the desk on fire. So you're going to have to use the base they give you. Plan ahead, unlike me, because now this is stuck to the center of my desk, which is obviously not a good place for it. And you're going to have to use the adhesive on it, because otherwise it's going to fall over and be a hazard. But a lot of people did complain about this, so I'm guessing the adhesive might have been a fix the manufacturer came out with. And it's almost down to 200 Celsius, so definitely cool. Warms up fast for working. And I will report back if I find anything else about this, but it seems like a decent iron. Definitely not your grandfather's soldering iron. No more waiting and no more guessing. This is pretty cool new technology here. Hope this helps.